right, let's just tune in real quick. Take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale it out through your mouth. Deep breath in, exhale it out, and then we're just gonna follow me, tapping on the side of your hand first to start. Even though I feel lonely and sad, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I worry about how people will respond when I have loads of money and success, and when I'm super happy, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I have a fear about how I will maintain an abundant mindset when I'm surrounded by people who don't have one, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And I choose to forgive anybody else who may have contributed to these beliefs, because I desire to be that free. Top of your head. I'm feeling all these feelings of loneliness, of sadness, all at the thought of how people might respond when I let myself receive more money. Eyebrows. I'm worried about how they will perceive of me. I'm worried about losing connection. And I'm worried about how I'll get back into the vibe of abundance if I let myself fall into their vibe of lack. Side of the eye. Well, what if I can't get myself back into the feeling of abundance? What if I trust myself less because I've allowed myself to be swayed by others? Under eye. And maybe this is less about money itself. And maybe it's more so just about my power. My power to decide who I am. Lip. My power to decide what gets to be true for me. Who I get to be in company with. And how good I get to feel along the journey to wealth, to success, to impact, all the things. Chin. And maybe relating to people that are in lack and complaining. Maybe it kept me safe at one point. Because if I related, then I wouldn't have to stand out. Collarbone. And if I stand out, that's really scary. If I stand out, now I could be rejected. If I think differently, now I could be seen as different. Underarm. And if I'm seen as different, then I'm not accepted. And if I'm not accepted, sometimes it literally feels so scary that I feel like I could die. Top of the head. So I'm choosing to release all of this now. I'm choosing to tell my body, my nervous system, that you are safe. I am safe. Eyebrows. That safety that came from not being rejected. That wasn't ever true safety. It was the illusion of safety. Eyebrow or side of the eye. And now that this illusion, now that I've seen it, I don't have to buy into it. What's the more safe option? Under eye. Letting myself be massively wealthy. Because with that wealth comes support, comes more ease, more freedom, more choices, less stress and worry. Lip. And with all of that mental ease, that physical ease that comes from receiving money and really comes from just thinking abundant thoughts. Thinking abundant thoughts feels so much better than worrying and stressing and relating to small-minded people. Chin. Feeling abundant feels so much better. And that's why it's the safer option. The safer option because when I feel better, I'm healthier. When I feel better, I show up for my dreams. I serve my clients better. I respond better to my partner and my team members. Collarbone. So, yeah, this is kind of about money. And it's also about me choosing to let myself feel better. It's about me taking my power back and deciding who the fuck I am and how I get to feel. Underarm. And I'm willing to do that. And I'm excited to do that, regardless of what anyone else is doing. Top of your head. Because the real question is like, who do I want to relate to? Who do I want to be in community with? I desire to be around people that think this way. Eyebrows. That believe in abundance and possibility. That are fighting for their dreams instead of their limitations. Side of the eye. And so this is also about me deciding that that's what I'm worthy of. That I get to be around those types of humans. that they're not better than me. There's nothing I have to prove or do, that I just get to be in community with the ones that get it, simply because that's what I desire. Under I. And so I'm seeing myself as one of them. I'm pulling wealthy, happy, high vibe, successful people off the pedestal. And I'm seeing myself as an equal. Lip. And I choose to release any beliefs or assumptions that are in the way of that. It's not about getting it perfect. It's not about fixing myself so that I can receive more money, have more connections. Chin. It's just about awakening to what's always been true, what my soul has always known, which is that I came here to live a really good life. And money supports me in that. Collarbone. And I've never had to choose between wealth and really good relationships. I've never had to sacrifice friendships, partnerships, love, and receiving money, success, pursuing my dreams. That's the lie, that's the limitation. And I choose to let it go now. Underarm. What if people love me even more when I'm wealthy? What if my soul people, my soul aligned humans, love this version of me? Not because I have the money, because I'm in alignment with my power. Top of the head. And the powerful people in my world, they recognize that power inside of me and I in them. And now we're just having so much fun celebrating our success. Eyebrows. Holding each other accountable to speaking life into what we want. That's how we're connecting. Through growth, through celebration, through holding space for possibility. That's the true connection that I've always wanted. Side of the eye. And now it's here. Holy fuck. Yay. I've manifested more money. I've manifested more connections, authentic ones with people that are on a similar path, that believe in limitless possibility. Under I. Like, I freaking did it. I did it just by switching up my beliefs. That's all it took. A new perception. Super simple. Lip. So it's not like I can lose this because if I quote unquote fall out of it, I just get right back into alignment because I know how to do that. Chin. I just switch up my perception. I just choose to see things differently. And then the things around me change. And the people around me show up different. And it's actually not a bad thing if I fall out of it. Collarbone. So I don't have to beat myself up for that. I don't have to be perfect. Because when I quote unquote fall out of alignment, I'll learn something new. I'll see something differently. And I'll get even better about getting back into alignment. Underarm. And then I'll feel even more powerful because I'll remember the truth, which is nobody can take me out of my belief, my frequency, unless I choose to let them. Top of the head. So if I catch myself choosing to let somebody else take me out, I'll just choose to take my power back. And then I'll awaken to even more of it. And holy crap, it's working. It's all shifted. Eyebrows. There's a big lump sum of money. It's come in with so much ease. And the people around me are inspired. They're celebrating me. Side of the eye. They're excited for me. They're seeing what's possible. It's inspiring them to go for their dreams. It's inspiring them to shift their perceptions. Under eye. So really, it's for the greater good of all that I receive this money now. It's for the greater good of all that I let myself be rich now. Lip. And so we're taking it up a notch again. And we're manifesting even more money and more friendship and more support and more love and connection. Simply because I can. Chin. Simply because it's fun to do so. It's like a game. Like a game that I crack the codes to. That pressure. It's light. And it honestly is the truth of who I've always been. Collarbone. I'm a direct descendant of the universe. I'm an extension of source. And source is abundant. And so I've always been abundant. I've always been wealthy. I've always been rich. I had just bought into the illusion that I wasn't for a while. And deep down, I've always known that this is what I was meant for. Underarm. And now it's here. I'm seeing the payment notifications. I'm seeing the evidence of what I want. I'm seeing the celebrations. Top of the head. And I'm having so much freaking fun letting them all roll in. And so it is. Amen. And stop tapping. Just keep your eyes closed. Place your hands on your heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Just sink in. Like you're sinking into a one nice warm bubble bath. And you're just like, ah, this is where I belong right now. This is who I am. And I'm not willing to compromise that for anyone else's approval. Those days are behind me. Not because there's something to prove or not because I need anybody to get it, just because I know how it feels when I compromise my truth. I know how it feels to sink into lack. And so I'm choosing the opposite. I'm choosing abundance. I'm choosing possibility, choosing celebration and joy and freedom and power because it feels freaking good to do so and because it's who I really am. Lock that vibe in. And when you feel ready and complete, open your eyes, come back to the room.